Hey guys, Pumps187 here, and I've got a couple of announcements to make before the race starts. Behind us is just some qualifying highlights, as I didn't qualify, so I started at the back of the grid, and I retired early, so I got to watch everyone else. But the first announcement, as you can probably tell, is I'm now using game capture card. No longer recorded from my iPod, as I now have a new TV, which has definitely improved the quality of my videos massively. And I'm really pleased it's working very good. And the second announcement, as you can probably see here, that Sherma49 is racing a Mercedes. That's because him and I have swapped cars. So from now on, I'll be returning to my old team of Williams.
We're gonna be first by the time we get to turn 1.
Yeah. Oh, Neki, my teammate. Neki.
We're out far.
Alright, now the second.
Must be the bad host.
Oh, Rosso. Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Neki back in it or not?
On the grid now, starting P11, as you see Pro Recon on pole. There's Neki16 does that glitch thing like Full Throttle did last race. Anyway, we've got 5 lights now, and away we go. We get a very good start actually, as they go past 3-0. We've got my pet Zonky Bro and his Kotum ahead, as Aaron L3 F4 gets an awful start, dropping down the order, breaking off turn 1. I broke very late, luck of the rears to stop going forward, as Escaders cuts the chicane. And we see Sherma49 and Great Master 99 has both crashed into the gravel. Don't know what's happened there, as we go down the curve de Grande. As we go down to the second chicane, already in 7th place behind Escaders. Hoping to get past him on the first lap. We brake quite nicely. No one overshoots the second chicane, which is quite surprising. Going towards the 2 Lesbos now, putting it down to Lee Mix to save fuel. As Escaders makes a mistake and goes wide, almost in the wall, and we get past him going to the second Lesmo. Nicely done. Now going after my pet Zonky Bro. Going down the back straight towards Ascari. Very difficult chicane this. A lot of mistakes can happen here, as we actually turn it too early and we get a corner cut warning. And then we go on the curb on the outside quite a lot and lose a bit of momentum as Escaders tries to get a run on us behind. Going up towards a Parabolica now, but he doesn't quite have enough room to do it.
Obviously around the last corner.
Coming now to the end of lap 1. As Escaders probably has a run on us going down here.
Daniel's race is over, they have to retire, what?
He's only 3 tenths behind now, and
Oh, they said Daniel.
Yeah,
we put it down to Lee Mix, and yes, he can dive down the inside. We leave him room, and he gets the job done. Going to lap 3 now to Stu on the back of Escaders as he goes wide into the first Parabolica, and we dive up the inside going to the second and get 6th place. Oh, sorry, 5th place now. But the following lap, Escaders has another run on me, going up to Ascari, and dives on the inside and gets the job done. As he goes a bit wide, I try to get back him in going into the Parabolica, I touch him and I spin out. Wow, that was a hefty impact. As everyone streams past me now, as I have no front wing and a punctured tyre, have to obviously pit at the end of that lap, but it lost me a lot of time. So going to the pits now to repair my damaged car. As we go on to a set of primes to try and do a long stint trying to go with the field. On lap 7 now, we're actually catching Aaron L3 F4 as we go towards the Ascari, try to close up on him, and he actually makes a mistake and goes into the gravel. That's an easy place for me there. And then a few laps later, I get past Escaders, he goes wide and hits the wall again. Lap 12 now, as you see, Conrad Strout has just emerged from the pits alongside Aaron L3 F4. They go side by side through the first chicane. Conrad gets a very poor exit and we take his place quite easily. Now on the back of Aaron, and we try to get him through curve to the Grande. We just can't quite do it. But hopefully we can get another good run going through the second chicane if I get it right.
I know you're right, mate.
And take it very nicely, keep 2 wheels on the road each time. And he goes a bit wrong and gets a very poor exit, and I go up the inside and do Lesmo 1. He's still alongside me. It's just incredible racing so far. As he goes around the outside of the second Lesmo as well, still side by side. Still have the shot of it, use the rest of my curves, but he gets DRS and stays ahead. That was a fantastic battle with Aaron there. Really enjoyed that, but he keeps ahead for the moment. Going to lap 13 now as they go into the pits to replace a set of primes with a set of option tyres. As Williams do me a 3.1 second stop. Now we emerge onto the track just behind Xcadders. The following lap, we're desperate to get past Xcadders. We have a good run going up to Ascari, and we launched up the inside just to keep on the road. That was a pretty decent manoeuvre, as I now take P10 and get into the points. End of the next lap as the Mercedes gets packed past us around the outside of turn 1 as we brake quite early. Hopefully we can get a good exit out of here, which it was okay exit. We go over a bit of front wing there, as we use most of our curves, getting a slipstream, going around the outside of Xcadders, which will turn into the inside for the second chicane. Can we dive up the inside? Yes we can. Spin a bit on the curbs, but we get the position. Lap 20 as there's a lot of anchoring down at the moment, and we lose the back anchor in our parabolica and smash our front wing on the dry tyres in the wet conditions, so we're going to have to pit for the inters now. As is pretty much everyone else in the field will be doing the same thing now. As we're going to the garage to replace our front wing as well. So it's going to be quite a slow stop, as it's going to be, what is it, 5.6 seconds.
I'm happy with those.
And that's Aaron L3 F4 who has better pace than us in the wet conditions, as he just speed passes down the inside really to turn 1, as we're struggling for grip quite a bit, especially in the braking in these conditions. Into lap 24 now as the rain's coming down much heavier. That's final chicane who's gone wrong, smashed into the barriers and lost a lot of time, as we have to come in now for our wet tyres. As Aaron undercut us, came in last lap, the wet tyres, so hopefully we won't lose too much time to him, or to final chicane either, who's pitting at the same time. As that's Aaron streaming by right now, as we go out the pits on these cold wet tyres and have even less pace in the rain. As we see on a mini map, that's Aaron going straight on at turn 1, who's obviously having much less grip under braking. And now we have to try and keep ahead of final chicane, who's now having a run on us in the final lap, going up to Ascari. Got to try and keep ahead of him to secure 9th place, as he makes a mistake actually behind us, and that gives us enough breathing space to come across the line in P9. Couldn't quite get Aaron, but hey, 2 points is better than 0 really. So. And I didn't really have that good pace in the wet conditions especially, so come across the line now. Pro Recon won the race, as we've crossed the line to claim P9. So overall, not really a bad race. Had good pace in the dry, quite a few battles, massive shunt. But anyway, looking ahead to Singapore now, not one of my favourite tracks, but hope I can do well there. Anyway guys, see you later, Poms out.